Students from across campus were given a chance to voice their concerns about the university during a special event. Coming up, we'll have the details on the SGA's Fall Town Hall meeting.
Managing money is a top concern among college students across the nation. Find out how one group here on campus is helping students learn some tips and tricks to gain financial stability next.
And nearly 7 months following this year's Final Four, the Texas Tech men's basketball team finally took the floor in one of the most anticipated games of the year. MCTV's Custis Moore has stats and highlights from the Red Raiders kickoff to the 2019-2020 season.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Malone Graham.
And I'm Krizia Williams. Texas Tech Students Government Association plays a big role in helping the university establish policy and making decisions that directly affect the student body.
That's right, Krizia, but unfortunately many Tech students are not only unfamiliar with the SGA, but they also feel like they don't have a voice when it comes to campus matters. With that in mind, a special event was held last night to address those issues. The Student Government Association hosted a town hall meeting yesterday evening in the Sub Ballroom. The event featured members of the SGA's leadership team, including current President David Rivero, Internal Vice President Emily Garcia, External Vice President Miranda Davis, and Graduate Vice President Adam Deeske. The leadership team fielded questions from a room full of attendees, with topics ranging from residence halls to campus security concerns. Senators from SGA were also on hand to personally speak with those in attendance and also answer questions. Last night's town hall meeting was the first of several forums held by SGA each school year. If you were unable to attend last night's meeting and you would like more information on Tech Students Government Association, visit sga.ttu.edu.
Managing money is an issue that many college students struggle with on a regular basis. All this week, one campus group has headed out to locations around campus to help students learn how to make better choices when it comes to their finances. Since Monday, Red to Black Peer Financial Coaching has hosted several events during the 2019 edition of Financial Education Week. Yesterday, Red to Black held a What's Your Credit Score event in the Sub in front of Barnes & Noble's. Students passing by could stop and attempt to throw a ping pong ball into a set of red plastic cups. If they got the ball into the cup, a representative from Red to Black would ask them a question about credit scores. This event was designed to be fun and innovative way for students to learn the importance of credit ratings and how they can affect their future finances. Financial Education Week wrapped up earlier today with the final event of the week, Protect Your Credit, which was also held in the Sub by Barnes & Noble's. If you didn't have a chance to attend this week's events, but you still could use some help managing your money, visit r2b.ttu.edu to learn all about Red to Black services.
Red to Black isn't the only group hosting events this week. Tech's Division of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion has also used the first week of November to bring attention to a special set of students here on campus. Texas Tech's first ever First Gen Week is currently underway across campus. First Gen Week is a chance for the university to recognize students who are the first member of their family to attend a college or university. On Tuesday, members of Tech's First Generation Transition and Mentoring Program joined up with the Military and Veterans Program to host the Cards for Veterans event. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., students passing through the library's Crosland room could stop by and create a personalized card for local veterans. The cards created during Tuesday's event will be sent out in time for Monday's Veterans Day observance. First Gen Week wraps up tomorrow afternoon with Conversations with the Next Generation event in the Sub. Conversations with the Next Generation is a series of talks that are being held throughout the school year that feature guest speakers from around campus. Tomorrow's guest speaker is Grace Hernandez. She is the TTU President Office Chief of Staff. Tomorrow's First Gen Week finale will take place from noon to 1 p.m. in the Sub Matador Room, and it's free and open to all students.
After a mild start to the week, temperatures took a huge plunge as a cold front moved into our area overnight.
That's true, Krizia. So will this roller coaster of conditions continue as we head into the weekend? MCTV's Madison Hartin joins us in studio with a look at what's ahead in the forecast. Madison?
Thanks, guys. Well, roller coaster is a good word to describe the conditions we've been having. We started out this week with high temperatures almost climbing up to the 80s, and we've taken a dive back down into the lower 30s and this rain that's come in. And then tomorrow, we should be seeing a return to about similar conditions to what we were experiencing earlier this week. So it is very up, down, and we might get thrown for a loop-de-loop with this rain that has been here the past couple days. This rain is really what I've been wanting to talk about. The rain has been plaguing the South Plains and Texas Tech campus especially over the last couple of days. Right now really is a good time to invest in a good rain jacket, a good umbrella, and a good pair of boots for walking around campus because, as we can all see, and I'm sure everyone has noticed, there are a lot of big puddles that form, especially around crosswalks and lower areas around campus. So it's really good to have those things. That way you can get to campus easily because despite popular belief, they do not cancel classes for the rain. I've heard that myth being perpetuated a lot of, oh, when it's flooding outside, classes will get canceled. That is not true. Classes are not canceled until you get notice from the university that they are canceled. Just remember that. With this cold temperatures that have moved in with all this rain, we have seen a drop in the high temperatures again. For today, our high temperature only climbed up to 36 degrees with cold and rainy conditions persisting through the day and a north by northeasterly wind coming at 15 to 25 miles per hour. For tonight, our low temperatures are going to go to 34. Now that is interesting because usually the differences in temperature throughout the day, through right before sun up when we have our lowest temperatures of the day to right around sunset when we have our high temperatures, there's usually about a 20 degree disparity between the two. Today there's only 2-degree difference between the high temperature and the low temperature, so you can see how much of an anomaly this is right now. The rain should subside, but we're still going to have cloudy conditions, cool conditions continuing, and a north by northeasterly wind coming at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Looking into tomorrow's low temperatures, we can see that all of the South Plains will be experiencing cold temperatures. Just before sunup is when we're going to be experiencing our cold temperatures, with really our coldest temperatures going to be out by Dickens and out this way and a little bit north of us. That's where the cool temperatures are going to be happening. But as the day goes on, we will be seeing a return of a little bit warmer temperatures, not hot temperatures like we were experiencing earlier in this week, but we should be seeing a little bit of return to form for fall temperatures with highs in the 50s tomorrow. Looking into that Friday, we can see that our high temperature for Lubbock metropolitan area is going to be 54 degrees with a low of 36. Partly cloudy conditions outside, so the sun will be returning for that day, and a west by southwesterly wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For Saturday, the sun will be persisting, and it is going to get even warmer with that. High of 68 for that day, low of 41, and a west by southwesterly wind. And for Sunday, the sun will be persisting, high of 73, low of 41, and a southwesterly wind coming at 5 to 15 miles per hour. So again, along the path of that roller coaster we were talking about earlier, for Monday, we should be seeing a return to conditions very similar to today. We won't be seeing another round of precipitation, at least not for that day, but we will be seeing another round of cloudy conditions coming in for the round, covering our skies, covering up that beautiful sunshine and those blue skies that I like so much, and it will be very gusty outside that day, so do not bring out your umbrellas because they just might end up inside out 3 miles away if you try to take them out in the wind, so just be careful about that. I'm Madison Hartin for MCTV Weather, back for you in the studio.
Thanks, Madison. The Texas Tech women's soccer team is gearing up for their biggest game of the season so far, with a chance for a conference championship on the line.
And the Red Raider basketball team made their much-anticipated return to the hardwood this week. MCTV's Custis Moore has a look at stories and more in sports. Custis?
Thanks, guys. The Red Raider women's soccer team defeated Baylor in the Big 12 quarterfinal on Sunday, 1-0, with Kirsten Davis scoring the only goal of the match. The team will take on TCU this coming Friday at 7 p.m. in Kansas City. This matchup is expected to be a big one Friday, as the winner will move on to the Big 12 final. The game can be watched on Big 12 Now or ESPN+. The Red Raider volleyball team has a huge test this Saturday as they take on number 3 Baylor here in the United Supermarkets Arena. The Red Raiders currently sit at 14-10 on the season and are on a 4-match losing streak and hope to break that streak this weekend. The Raiders have only won 1 set in their last 4 matches. The match is set to start at 1 p.m. on Saturday. The Texas Tech football team hopes to regain some ground this next weekend following a loss to Kansas that was a little more than expected here in Lubbock. The Red Raiders have had an extra week to prepare for the 3-5 West Virginia Mountaineers. The Mountaineers are also struggling this season after the loss of their head coach in the offseason. Both teams mathematically remain bowl eligible, and both will be fighting to cement their postseason spot this year. Kickoff is set for 11 a.m. Saturday in Morgantown. The game will be televised on ESPN2. It's officially basketball season here in Lubbock. The United Supermarkets Arena was packed to the brim as 15,098 people cheered on their team. The first game of the season was a blowout win for the Red Raiders as they defeated Eastern Illinois 85-60. A strong showing for Chris Beard's Red Raiders as they looked solid all night. The Raiders played exceptional while shooting 55% from the floor and 53% from three, and notched in total 7 steals and 5 blocks defensively. The team looked once again menacing as they forced Eastern Illinois to merely shoot 40% from the floor and 43% from three. Jamias Ramsey in his first college basketball game notched 19 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds, and made his presence on defense felt with a block and 3 steals, along with 0 turnovers. TJ Holyfield, seeing his first action in a Red Raider uniform, had 15 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal. His presence on the court led to many steals and fast break points for the Red Raiders. The next game for the Red Raiders will take place on Saturday in the USA at 7 p.m. against Bethune-Cookman. And if you can't get a seat in the arena, you can also watch the game on Fox Sports Southwest Plus. That's all for sports. Back to you all in the studio.
Thanks, Custis. Each year, degree candidates in the School of Art are required to complete a capstone project before walking the stage for graduation.
And unlike many final projects being completed over the next month, the public is invited to stop by and see the capstone creations in one of the art building's landmark art galleries. The Celsha project is a capstone art exhibit currently on display in the art building's South Gallery. The display features works created by Bachelor's of Arts degree candidate Marion Herring. Herring's capstone project focuses on a fictional planet called Celsha, which is located in a different solar system. The exhibit features paintings of creatures that live on the planet, along with maps, calligraphy, and information that tells the story of Celsha. If you would like to see this unique display, you can stop by the art building anytime between now and December 8th. The art building's galleries will be closed during the university's Thanksgiving holiday later this month.
So, Krizia, do you think you'll be making a stop by the art building this weekend?
I think I will. It sounds interesting and out of this world.
Oh. Well, that's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.